In this video, I'll be testing a 100% accurate trend reversal indicator created by TradeIQ. I'll be testing it 100 times using GJ on the 5-minute time frame to see if it actually still makes money in 2023. Before we start, welcome to TradeFluence. On this channel, we aim to validate as many strategies as possible for you guys to use. So let's get straight into it. Okay, for this strategy, we're going to need the indicator called LAKEY Everix. So go to indicators, type in LAKEY Everix, and it's going to be this one by LAKEY Trader. Okay, once loaded, we're going to need to change some of these settings. So double click on the indicator, go to inputs, and we're going to change the MA type from WMA to EMA, and we're going to leave the rest of the settings the same. Okay, but before starting, we're going to need to place 2 levels on our indicator. First, we're going to need the -50 level to press the plus button and draw a horizontal line. Then for the second horizontal line is going to be at the 50 level. Now let's go and break down the entry criteria. Okay, so this is the entry criteria when looking for longs. First, you need to make sure these 2 lines have dipped below the 50 level, and once they've dipped below, you need to make sure that they cross over each other facing upwards. So when looking for longs, you need to make sure the grey is crossing above the orange in an upwards direction. But we're not going to enter straight away. We need to make sure there's enough volume in the market. And we do this by checking if the candles are green or orange. Okay, so in this instance, we're going to need the candles to be green since we're looking for longs. And once both these criteria have been met, we can go ahead and take an instant execution. And it says to target 100 points, so that's what we're going to do. With a stop loss of 100 points as well, just because he didn't clarify where you should place it. Now all these conditions have been met, you can go ahead and take your trades. Perfect, so in this scenario we would have won. Now let's go and break down the sell criteria. Okay, so when looking for sells, the exact opposite is true. First, you need to make sure that the MAs are above the 50 level in the indicator. Secondly, you need to make sure that they cross over each other facing downwards. So in this sell scenario, the grey needs to cross below the blue facing downwards. And lastly, you need to make sure there's sufficient volume in the market by price printing a orange candle, confirming that you can take the sell. And we're going to target the 100 points on the sell also with the 100 point stop loss. Once all conditions have been met, you take the instant execution and let the trade run. Perfect, so in this scenario we won again. Now I'm going to go and back test this 100 times and come back to you with the results. Okay, so the results are in. We took 100 trades, 58 of them won and 42 lost. And this was in the span of roughly 6 weeks. So we also had a 58% win rate, which is not bad at all. And the final net profit in them 6 weeks was 16%. Now I know a lot of you will think this is not good enough.
That's not good enough!
But this still returns very good money if you have a big account. You're still retiring your family and living off trading. Okay, so for the equity curve, we did start off kind of bad, but then we continued up slowly and steadily over turn, making profit. Okay, so I do recommend this strategy for beginners. What I would do is test having a bigger return. Okay, so go for maybe a 1 to 3 R and close half of it at a 1 to 1 and see how that returns for you. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Until next time.